Hey, gang. Well, here it is, a complete rundown of the 2019 Booneville Bearcats High School football scoreboard, I guess you could call it. And sorry for my crappy writing. The thing is, the page on here was kind of faded. You couldn't tell where the lines were or anything till like a little ways into it, and I was like, well, crap. But we're going to go over everything that happened at these games and the wins, the losses, and some funny stuff that happened at the last game. So, yeah, we're going to start things off with the game against Dardanelle. It was an away game, and it's a scrimmage game, a game that many people around here want to pretend like never happened, like the WWE does to Chris Benoit. It was a 7-0 loss because of rain. Yeah, can you believe that? It was almost my buddy Reno got a hold of our friend Ricky and asked him about what happened. He said Booneville lost because it was about around halftime. Dardanelle was leading, of course, as you can see right there, 7-0, and and yeah, so that was the big scrimmage game that everybody wants to forget, and then the following week took on Clarksville in an away game, lost 41-35, and then they took on their longtime rivals in a home game and lost 28-6. So yeah, they weren't off to a really good start this year because last year they were undefeated and they were state champions, and I I predicted it last year, and both Reno and I predicted it this year. They were not going to be state back-to-back state champions, and they were not going to have as good a record this year as they did last year. And so they got their first win against Pottsville in an away game. Then they had the week off for September 20th. And of course, took on Paris here and won 49-12. Then they beat West Fork at their home at 42-0. They beat Greenland here 41-6. They beat my old school Mansfield 42-27, which it's pretty much right there. Said it was their closest game so far of almost losing. And I still say Mansfield, you're going to get them one of these years, and I hope it's going to be next year. And they took on Charleston in another away game, 21-7. Took on Lamar in a home game, beat them 35-7. They took on Cedarville, another home game, and pretty much squashed them 40-0. And then, of course, as you can see right there, November 15th, no game. And then they had their first playoff game against Hoxie, the Hoxie Mustangs, and lost 34-28. And I got to tell you, in all honesty, gang, when I got up to that game at the third quarter and saw that Hoxie was leading 28-22, a lot of thoughts ran through my head. Number one, has Booneville ever taken on Hoxie? And if they hadn't, then obviously they didn't know what to expect. But it was still funny. And so, yeah, a lot of crazy stuff happened at that game. At least the Hawks, really, in all honesty, neither side really had a whole lot of fans there because again there was rain coming through the area and everything like that. And sorry about that. I'm just trying to wipe something off the desk. And and the Booneville side was pretty quiet. Of course, well, Hoxie was dominating. What do you expect, you doofus? Uh, And I mean, I stood on the Hoxie side for a little while, and then I went over to the Booneville side, and yeah, and really, I thought there was going to be an overtime in that game, but didn't happen. Um, so, around the last 5 minutes of that game, Hoxie got a touchdown. And the whole time, I just kept looking at that scoreboard like every 20 seconds, just look and see like how much time is left, and will Booneville score? And I really thought there was going to be an overtime game, but no, it just didn't happen. And about around 15 seconds left in the game, the Booneville side started piling out, and that was pretty much it. So not a lot of happy people on the Booneville side. And so I'm just standing there listening to my music, and some old dude standing in front of me, and I guess he asked me if I wanted to move on, but I'm just like standing there, just like, dude, if you knew what I had it back at the house, you would understand. I'm not in a big hurry to get back there. uh, so yeah, so and so when the path was clear, I still had my music going. And I'll tell you the truth, the last two home games, I was wearing a black trench coat. I'm really, really surprised nobody tried to frisk me or anything like that. Nobody walked up to me and said, like, that's disrespectful. Like, stop living in the past, okay? It was like 20 something years ago. Uh, uh, but a lot of people like to do that. A lot of people like to live in the past way too much in this town. So I'm walking past the stands, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, I really could use a song right now that could just kind of be somewhat appropriate for all this. The Booneville's big loss and everything like that. And what pops up? Fade to Black by Metallica. I did everything I could not to crack a smile, laugh, or anything, because I know if I did, walking away, just smiling or anything, some Booneville butthead would come up to me and be like, "What's your problem, man?" And I was telling him, like, "Dude, I got no problem. I'm feeling good." Oh man, so that's pretty much it. So Booneville walks away with a record of 8-4. Although they may want to sit there and say 8-3, but the proof's right there. So yeah, so what's gonna happen next year? I don't know. Will I be doing this again next year? I don't know. Kind of doubt it, because I'm hoping by then I'm going to be in Muskogee. But who knows? I may still try to keep track and may do these videos again for you guys. We'll see what happens. So there you go, guys. The entire Booneville scoreboard written on a piece of paper attached to a clipboard. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless you all. If you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe, and hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. And tomorrow I'm going to try and start up some Christmas videos. One from the courthouse. And I'm going to try and do everything I can to have Christmas videos throughout the entire month. But again, hopefully get this whole YouTube mess situated to where I can still do videos on here for a long, 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 long time. So take care of yourselves. Try to be good. Try to be good to yourself. Try to be good to others. Until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on.